So, hi, hello, it's Lolo the Dodo, and today is my Pride Month video slash art piece. Uh, so, this will be some story of me and my discovery. So, let's talk about my story. This year is a bit different for me for Pride Month because, well, I am not different, nor do I have a different outlook on life. It's just that I'm not straight in the name. For those who don't know, my sexuality is now unlabeled. I always have struggled with knowing what I'm attracted to and naming it. It's just now that I know that well, it's not really a term because you're basically saying that you don't have a term to call yourself, but it's something to hold on to, as you can tell people that you're just unlabeled or nothing, if that makes sense. I think it's because of my autism that I have such little grasp on my sexuality. The thing is, gender as well is also something that is less because of how social like it is, and autism having trouble with understanding and getting social stuff. It makes sense that I have trouble understanding it. However, with gender, it's kind of pushed on you. Like, people tell you, oh, you're a girl, so here's some girl stuff. And I luckily have parents who are like open with me enjoying boys' toys. I was allowed to play with my brother's toys. It was great for them because then that meant they didn't have to buy new toys for me. And I don't mind being a girl. I like it. I don't mind my body. I don't mind how people perceive me or call me. So even if it's like socially pushed on me, I'm pretty sure that even if I was autistic, I am a girl and I'm female, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But sexuality isn't really told to you. It's basically when you grow up and learn what sex is, and you start to like feel romantic interest. It's basically like people push you into the real world, like, go find it out. Like, unless you have religious parents who say you have to be straight, basically people don't really care what you turn out. Especially my people around me don't really care what I am or how I identify. And because of that, I never really thought about it, because, I never fell in love, and I was like, successfully speaking, I'm probably straight. So, and from a very young age I wanted children, so it's probably because I'm straight, and that was my whole logic. So I am straight. And it took me a while. Like, I was 20 when I first actually started questioning it, because I was still not having one crush, or had a crush, or it was just like, but am I straight? If I was straight, wouldn't I have at least fell in love one time? And then I started questioning, but I ultimately said, like, you know what? Whatever. It doesn't matter. I just call myself straight and see wherever my ovaries take me. Like, for now, I will just call myself straight, because that's the most likely. And that continued. And then my cousin came out first as demigirl, and now they identify as non-binary. And basically that got me into the whole thing again. And also a friend, when I told my friend group that I was the straight friend, because almost all my friends are in the LGBT community, he said it was a joke, but it really hit me. Like, the way you draw titties and obsess over them, ain't no way you're straight. And that hit me, so fuck you, Faye. And basically I started questioning again, and it gave me a lot of stress and anxiety, because I was like, why don't I understand my own feelings? and why is this body so cursed? And then just on my Twitter timeline, some random post of flags came up, and it had like a little shrug emoji in them, so I was like, ah, that's funny. And basically there was a post about people who are unlabeled and don't really want to define their sexuality, and I was reading through them and I was like, god damn, that's me. And that made me really happy to find people who are like me in that way. And I still have the post, I think, somewhere, saved the image, and it was nice. One of my friends made fun of me, and I'm still mad at you for that, but I'm only talking to you, because otherwise, who else am I to talk to? That part is not forgiven, because you didn't apologize, but sexuality isn't really something that's a big part of our conversations and interactions, so I can still interact with you on the other part, but not forgiven. But yeah, that's me now. I'm a woman with an unlabeled sexuality, and I don't necessarily feel part of the LGBT community because I saw myself so long as straight, and I feel myself outside of both of them because I'm not gay, I'm not straight, I'm just there existing in space. So, and yeah, that's where I am now. So now that you heard my life story, you should probably talk about the drawing that's happening in my background. That's my Pride drawing I made so long ago, but I kept doing other things. I wanted to post it once the video was done. These are some of my LGBTQ characters. Ever since my cousin started talking to me about like all the things, I was like, oh shit, like half of these are in the LGBTQ, but I just never really labeled them as that. I just only like on special occasions I gave them, but like some of these is like they definitely are like are different. Like for instance, Bloom, she's asexual, and she was that always. It's just that when my cousin came out as non-binary, I was like, god damn, she is asexual. So the others are Lily, that's the most left one, she's pansexual. And Rose, she's omni. I love them both. They're good friends and they're gorgeous. Then you have Gillette and Kim. They're in a relationship, they're lesbians. And they're not even my first gay couple, but like the oldest that's still sticking around. I'm pretty sure I have different ones, but I keep forgetting them or they leap out of canon. So they are my they are my the gay couple I used to boast when I read them. And then you have Ash, she's trans, and fun fact, I'm terrible with giving names, so most of my OCs don't even have names, and of the OCs that have names, most of them are female because I'm even worse at male names. Ash is not the first name I've given her. She's an older OC and I forgot her name, so she now has the name Ash, and I love it, it's cute. However, I do remember that I gave her a name, I just don't know which one. And I gave her a dead name. And I'm like, why did I give her a name that I know I would never use? And I went that far. And oh yeah, I also decided Kim is probably also demi girl. Like, she probably goes by she, they. I don't know how far I want her to go yet. Because she's a bit different, so gender is a bit of a thing that I need to like decide in how it goes in my world. But I love her. So a bit more about the art piece. I actually decided to draw this in chibis. I don't know why. When I sketched it out on paper first to like see which characters I wanted to use and how to pose them basically, I sketched them as chibis, and I decided, you know what? That's now how they're gonna look, and I don't know why I did that. They're just gonna stay like that, and I like that. It was really fun to do, although Juliet gave me so much problem together with Kim. I haven't figured the anatomy out perfectly yet, and they showed that the most. But it was really fun. I did some simple shading, simple lighting, but instead of my usual one color lighting, I decided to use the flags I had as their background and put that as an ad for lighting. This worked well for most of them because it uses lighter colors mostly. That shows up most, except for Bloom, because her colors are black, dark gray, white, and a purple. So only really her lower body has light source, and honestly, it looked really fun. I admitted it was fun to try, but didn't work out as well.